I feel like it's about time I make this type of list. So yeah, it's gonna be a list of a few things that I hate in Rec Room that most of us could agree on. Now, what are things that most of us hate in Rec Room? Well, a lot of things actually, but I'm gonna be listing the most specific ones that most of us might agree about. So yeah, let's get to it. Now, this is going to be a little bit basic though. It's children in this game. Now, I'm not saying I hate children in general. I'm not that type of guy, so yeah. I'm just saying that there are certain people in this game though that don't sound the right age to play this game. Now, there's a code of conduct. If you're under 13, then you have to be on a junior account, but here's the thing, most people would bypass that and just lie that they're like 100 billion years old and they can voice chat for free. Now, there is a specific consequence if you lie about your age in this game. And what's that consequence? Well, you get juniored. Especially if you have a high-end account and you made a lot of progress in it though, and if you're still under 13, you will get banned. So yeah, speaking of banned, that goes up to my next list. Now, the banning system. Now, I'm not too sure if all of us could agree about the banning system is, but it's pretty stupid in my opinion. Now, let's go start off on how the banning system works. Now, for one, the banning system only works if you get reported or if you get banned by a mod. Now, I'm only going to be focusing on the first one where getting banned by like players. Now, in the Rec Room community, it's kind of weird that the reports only rely on players if there's no mod around. Now, what could this lead to? Well, you could still get banned even if you didn't break the code of conduct. And there's a lot of toxic players that seem to take advantage of this, and they get a group of their friends to spam report one specific player, and they can immediately get falsely banned for it though. Now, you could appeal it though, but at the time you might not be able to have proof, and if you don't have proof, then that's when you're kind of screwed, and that's when those toxic people can have the satisfaction of getting you banned. So yeah. Now, the report system is based on how many times you get reported. It's not based on some guy reviewing it. Now, I feel like there should be a guy reviewing the report though before planning to ban you, in my opinion. But I don't know. Rec Room is pretty much a small game though. I'm not too sure if much people play this anymore. So yeah, this could get fixed someday. Now, the Rec Room community, I'm not going to talk much crap about it though, because honestly though, the Rec Room community is fine. Moderators are good. Well, some moderators though. Now, over the years I've been playing Rec Room though, I've been playing this game since I was 12, and honestly though, I thought I was really special. I thought it was really special though, to be honest though, because I could do something that nobody can. And honestly, I kind of realized how selfish I was, so yeah. Now, the Rec Room moderation in this game though, it's fine. There's known moderators like Emily Waffles, Scorbans, Harry Menlegs, you know, all those type of people. But there are some moderators I accrued that weren't very nice to me, especially when it comes to like, you know, talking with them normally. Now, I'm not going to point them out though, but I feel like Rec Room should look into this though. When I was entering the Rec Room gallery though, I published one of my old cars, which is the Mitsubishi 3000 GT, and I told him that I worked really hard on this car. And there was one guy that specifically went out of his way, and I don't know, I guess he kind of discouraged me in a way, say, okay, we shouldn't be playing like the I worked hard in this car though, even though I really did though, because I wanted to show them my car I made a while ago. And yes, I kind of had a bit of in the middle of an argument though, but I didn't know how to talk because, like I said, I was a special kid at the time, and yeah, I didn't know how to talk. Now, I feel like the Rec Room should really look on how the moderators act towards players, especially towards me. Well, I'm not saying just towards me though. I'm saying like towards other players though. But moderators should be looked after though, especially if they've been in the game for a while though, because you never know. They could be doing something really bad right behind their backs. So yeah, I feel like that should be thing they should look up to. But this topic I'm talking about is specifically Under the Bridge, so yeah, it's nothing really important. Now, the vote kicking system, it's almost similar to the reporting system though, but it's kind of garbage in my opinion. Now, as a lot of the times people seem to get vote kicked out of this game for no reason, especially if you're a try-hard PvP player. Now, I play a lot of PvP games in my time though, but there's one game that specifically point out to me though where a lot of people seem to get vote kicked. Dorm Room PvP. Now, I play that game a lot though, and trust me, I get vote kicked a lot of times in that game. Not for like, well, for like abusing or anything though. I never abuse in that game though, because that'll be just a dick move I'm doing there. But I specifically get kicked for being quote-unquote too good at the game. Now, most people would agree not to vote kick them, because if they're too good, they're just too good, because they actually have, you know, sympathy for the player. But if you're a toxic player, then you most likely are gonna vote kick the player anyways though, because you can't seem to take a hint that you're getting killed by a tryhard for like 20,000 times, which I can understand though, because if you get killed by the same player like a lot of times, then that's when you really draw the line and start a vote kick, especially when you become salty for no reason. So yeah, but the vote kick now has a reason, so you can put a statement why you want the player to get kicked out of the game, and most likely they'll just set a random vote kick, and then yeah, just kick the player out. Most likely though, they just want the player gone, and they just don't care about the statement why they want the player gone. So yeah. Now I feel like the vote kick system should be a little bit fixed though. It should be more reliable in my opinion though, but then again, it's a vote kick system. I'm not the one that can fix it though. So yeah, that's all I need to talk about though, but this is on the bottom of the list. Now this is another specific topic I would like to go around about. It's toxic players. Now, what do we all hate about toxic players? Well, for most obvious reasons anyways, they like to scream racial slurs at your face for no genuine reason. Second reason, if you're a tryhard in the game and like to get a million kills at once, then there's a chance you might cure a salty player, and yeah, he will start crap talking you. But usually if you cure these type of players, I would recommend just to stay quiet, because if you start running your mouth and everything, you will get voice banned. So if you want less chance of getting banned, I recommend staying quiet though. But if you decide to run your mouth and start talking back to the player though, then there is a high chance you might get voice banned. So yeah. But in most cases though, toxic players could be running on an alt account or stuff like that, and they could have low chance of getting banned. So that's the reason why I don't really like curing toxic players, especially if they're on alt accounts though. So yeah. So just try to be aware about these toxic players though. And if you're curing a lot of these toxic players in the game, and you can just most likely record it and just send the entire proof to Rec Room. But if they don't want to deal with it though, because toxic players, this is their top priority anyways. So yeah. Unless they did something very serious, like they made a kid unalive themselves, then that's when you should really record them and, you know, get them banned. Now, I'm going to show you why making alt accounts is on the hate list, because here's the thing. Now, for one, making a new alt account means you have a new moderation system. So if you just started the game, you notice that the moderation system is very light on you. But here's where it draws the line. Like I said, people can lie about everything when making their account, like I said before. Now, I tested playing on an alt account before, especially when I'm dodging voice moderation nowadays. But when you make an alt account or like a fresh new account, for some reason the moderation doesn't rely on the player that made a new account. And trust me, I tried to get banned on a new account, and it seems like I had a lower chance of getting banned on a new account than when I'm using my main account, which is kind of strange. I thought the moderation system would rely on a new account than just focusing on an account that had the most bans. So yeah, which is pretty weird. So yeah, I feel like Rec Room should fix this though. They should look after people who make new accounts, because you never know, someone that's behind the account could be like a hacker or like a you know, a toxic player that's just, you know, screaming out racial slurs in the middle of the game. So yeah, that should be something that they should look after. Now, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for saying that PC players are on the list, but I'm gonna show you the reason why I put PC players on the list. Now, I'm not saying that I hate keyboard and mouse players, or Like people who play on the high-end PCs, I hate that. I don't envy them or anything though. They're cool. I'm just talking about abusive players on PC. Now, what am I certainly talking about abusive players on PC? Now, for one, there's people who do time stopping. Now, what is time stopping? Well, on their screen, they can freeze the time and they could, like, kill everyone in under a second, like they got freaking Deadeye in Red Dead Redemption 2. Second reason is PlaySpace users. Now, what are PlaySpace users? They're basically VR players that take advantage of the PlaySpace, and half the time they go inside the ground. You heard me right, inside the ground to avoid being killed. And the third reason is, well, hackers. Well, because there seems to be a lot more hackers in Rec Room than before. Now, I've never seen anyone hack a game like this before. It's kind of weird that someone has to hack a game like this just to get good at the game. It's kind of weird in my opinion though, but that's the only reason why I don't like PC players though. But if you're one of those normal PC players who are actually normal human beings, you're cool, I guess. Now, the second statement is games that advertise online dating. Now, what consequence could lead if a game advertises online dating? Now, from what I don't online date or anything though, but you could get a higher chance of being catfished or groomed if you ever online date in this game, especially for kids. Well, I'm not. If you online dating as like an adult, I don't want to give you crap or anything. No, if you online date, you online date. It's fine. I don't expect most relationships to last anyways. But specifically for kids. Now, certain games like My Valentine or like any Hangout games, they sometimes advertise online dating. Now, in my opinion, those games should be age locked, and they should be not advertised to kids. Like I said before, people could lie about their age and they can play those games right away, which is kind of weird. But those games are specifically level locked. You had to be like at least level 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in order to play those games. But like I said, people could still bypass this, and they could possibly get groomed or stuff like that. Now, I don't really like games that really advertise online dating though. I just genuinely don't like it at all for whatsoever, especially if this is a game advertised for kids.
Now, voice moderation, I already explained this in my previous video though, but I'm gonna say it in a more smarter way now. Now, the reason why I put it on the hate list though, because it is literally triggered by AI, and I say that, and AI is usually really stupid sometimes though, because we can't really rely on AI and then expect to do their work for them. It's like hiring a random guy off the street and then just expecting to get their work done. And as you can tell from my tone, I don't really like voice moderation. Now, I keep getting banned for voice moderation a lot of times, and now the one time I got voice banned was I said the word touche, and usually touche means, something like this, yeah, but for some reason, the AI recognized it as a sexual word, which it thought I was saying tushy, as in like buttocks or butt. So yeah, and it voice banned me, and yes, I have proof of this.
Good shot. Touche. I juked him twice. What? Why did I?
You need to give me it.
What? What did I do? Inappropriate. Huh?
So as you can see from that footage, yeah, it's really stupid. So this is probably going to be on the top of the list because how much trash it is. And the other time where I called someone a asshole, yes, that actually happened. I called someone that, and I got voice banned for inappropriate sexual behavior. And I was like, what? How? So apparently, calling someone an asshole is inappropriate sexual behavior, even though I didn't say anything about, well, But shouldn't it make more sense to be voice banned for harassment or discrimination? Because that's what it basically was. Like, why do you have to voice ban me for calling someone that specific word, basically, though? If I called someone an anus, would they voice ban me for sexual behavior? Like, this is this is the most crappiest voice moderation I ever taught. And Roblox has like slightly better conditions than this crap. And the other time I called someone a dumbass, I also got voice banned for inappropriate sexual behavior. So yeah, thank you Rec Room for the best voice moderation. In conclusion, I think the main points they should focus on is the reward system, voice moderation, and games that advertise online dating. Now, the reason why I put all those three main points is because those are the major problems. And from all those topics I explained how much this can impact the community, especially the online dating one. And voice moderation, I think they really need to fix that too, because, well, I feel like there's a lot of things that need to be fixed in voice moderation though. But like I said before, Reckham is not going to give a crap about this. Reckham was just going to look at this video and is like, nah, it's going to be all fine, which in reality is not. And the report system though, well, I feel like that should be improved too. And yes, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, so thank you. I'll see you guys next time. And remember, drive safe.